and welcome to Nyam Nyam. Let's make some Christmas brownies this festive season. From reindeers to Christmas trees to colourful delights. Different designs, whatever takes your fancy. Santa's hat, or perhaps even his belt. Let's start. You need 250 grams of brownie mix, 2 eggs, 50 millilitres of milk, 30 millilitres of oil, all whisked together. And your first brownie mixture is ready to go into your lined baking tray. Look at that. Give it a couple of taps to remove any air bubbles and bake at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Your chocolate brownie is ready, and once cooled, you can slice. We're slicing into triangles. Take one of your triangles and stick in a piece of candy cane. Then pipe on a zigzag with some green royal icing. Add some sprinkles. And let's not forget the star on top. Christmas tree brownie. Yum! Now for our second design. Taking a triangle, sticking on 2 mini pretzels, some fondant eyes, an M&M for the nose. You can stick those down with some icing, and there you have a reindeer. Delicious! Now let's melt some white chocolate buttons in hot whipping cream. Add in some food colouring, going for green. Very Christmassy. Get your chocolate brownie out of the oven and pour on your green chocolate ganache. Spread it evenly. And now break up some mint cream Oreo cookies and stick them on top. And let's add some red M&Ms. Freeze for 3 hours and slice. And there you have an absolutely delicious and very bright mint Oreo brownie. Now let's add to a mixing bowl 200 grams of flour, 200 grams of brown sugar and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Mix those together and form a well in the middle. Pour in 2 eggs and 150 millilitres of melted butter, plus 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Whisk it all together. Add some red food colouring and mix. And now the red brownie batter is ready to pour into a lined baking tin. Spread it evenly and bake at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Once it's ready and cooled, we're going to slice it in half long ways. Take one half and make triangles. Now let's take one of those and add a dollop of cream cheese frosting on the top and along the bottom. And there you have a red velvet brownie Santa's hat. For our final design, we're getting the second half of our red brownie and cutting squares. Piping on some red royal icing, covering the entire surface. Filling in any gaps. And finally, let's stick on a fondant belt. And there you have amazing Christmas brownies. Enjoy! Here are 5 Christmas recipe ideas. Start by dipping marshmallows into melted chocolate. Now pipe melted white chocolate spots onto some baking paper and some melted chocolate in the middle of those. Slice some M&Ms in half. Stick one on for the nose and 2 eyes and you have cute penguins. Next, cut out some small chocolate sponge cakes. Pipe on whipped cream. Add an upside-down strawberry, another dollop of whipped cream on top with a star sprinkle. There you have some Santa hats. Next, cut out some small flower-shaped chocolate cakes. Dust with icing. And then add a sprig of rosemary and a pomegranate seed with a star sprinkle. Next, place some marshmallows onto a skewer. Use buttercream icing to pipe on facial features. Some arms and hands. And there you have some cute snowmen. And for our last idea, you want a cookie and a marshmallow with a piece of chocolate cereal stuck in the side. Pipe on melted chocolate. Let it drip down the sides and add white ball sprinkles on top. And there you have some hot chocolate in mugs. Amazing! 5 cute, simple and delicious Christmas recipe ideas. Enjoy! Let's make these Christmas brownies. To a bowl, add 2 eggs, 50 grams of brown sugar, 80 grams of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of salt. Whisk them together till smooth and then pour in 140 grams of melted butter. Finally, sift in 65 grams of all-purpose flour and 75 grams of cocoa powder. Mix those in with a spatula. Now lightly spray your cake tin with oil and line with baking paper, spooning in your mixture and spreading evenly. Bake at 180 degrees for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, whisk up 1 egg white and add in 300 grams of icing sugar. Then in goes a dash of green food colour. And our decorative icing is ready. Now our brownie has cooled, we're cutting it into 8 pieces. Each section we can decorate slightly differently, sticking a straw in the bottom, zigzag icing goes on there, and star sprinkles with pearls, or green and red, or Smarties. And there you have 3 different designs of Christmas chocolate brownies. Yum! Let's make these Christmas jar cakes. Absolutely fabulous! Start by mixing together 2 eggs with 20 grams of sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then mix in 200 grams of whole milk. Get some ramekins and place in cubed bread pieces. Then pour on the mixture. Place those into a baking tray, pour in some water, and bake at 180 degrees for 30 minutes. Then add a little rum, a sprinkle of icing sugar, and some strawberry and whipped cream. Melted chocolate eyes, and there you have a snowman. Next, crush some Oreos. Place them in the bottom of a jar, smash them down and pipe on whipped cream. Break up some saltlets and place them on top. More whipped cream. Then stick a marshmallow on top for a snowman's head and decorate with fondant icing, melted chocolate, Red Bull sprinkles and saltlets. And there you have it. Amazing Christmas jar cakes. Enjoy!